Hi everyone, welcome back. This is one of the good articles that we have come across over the coal scam. We'll see what was it and what were the recommendations that were given under the CAG report, or what were the findings of the CAG report. We are making these sessions for our UPSC personality test preparation for this year. So let's complete this. First is, what was the coal scam? Coal scam was related to the coal allocation of the coal mines that were done in between 2004 and 2009. This is the first point. आगे, what had happened? A special court of CBI, it had sentenced the former secretary H.C. Gupta. This had been a very huge controversy. This had created a huge controversy. That since H.C. Gupta was the secretary of the particular department, he had been convicted regarding this case. But on the same day when he was sentenced to 2 years of jail, he was granted bail also. So that was one of the short contexts, but that political context is not relevant to us as of now. This could be relevant to us in the form of the questions are asked on civil services bureaucracy, or in terms of public administration, or also in terms of ethics. That what do you think the conviction of so and so, do you think that was correct? Or then there emerges the concept of bona fide mistake, that there has to be a clear distinction between bona fide mistake and actual misconduct. That is important. So we saw that the bail was granted, but the charges that were put were under the Prevention of Corruption Act and in Penal Code. And the charges included abuse of public office. That is important. We'll change the pen so that we are able to differentiate in between the colors. First offense was the abuse of public office. Second was securing pecuniary advantage without any public interest. That's important. And third one was a criminal conspiracy. So this broadly meant misuse of authority, public power, deviation of funds, etc. आगे देखता. This report was given by CAG. This report showed inefficient and possible illegal allocation of coal blocks. These 2 points are important. That inefficient and possible illegal allocation of coal blocks, the allocation that was done in between 2004 and 2009. Earlier, CAG had, according to the earlier figures, the loss amounted to around 10.7 lakh crores, but this amount was toned down to 1.86 lakh crores in the final report of CAG. आगे देखता. The central point of the CAG report that showed that improper allocation was that of the government had the authority to allocate the coal blocks. That is important. That on what context or on what basis CAG has said that the allocation was improper. So the CAG has said that the allocation was proper on the basis of the fact that the government had the authority to allocate the coal blocks, and therefore due diligence could have been done by the government in the allocation of those coal blocks. ठीक है. अब ये होना कैसे चाहिए था? This should have been done through competitive bidding, but the government chose to take another route and avoided competitive bidding. This is important. This has also been highlighted in the CAG report, that ideally the bidding should have been done through competitive bidding, but this was avoided. CAG observed that the revenue secured from the allottees for the allocation was much less than what could have been if there was a competitive bidding. Hence, presumptive loss to the exchequer. This is important. This concept of presumptive loss is very important. It is actually relevant also, but in a couple of major reports that the CAG had come up with, one was the coal allocation, this coal gate scam, and another one was related to the 2G allocation. In both, the concept of presumptive loss had been used by CAG. The core idea of the presumptive loss concept is that much of revenue could have come to the government if the way in which the allocation or the standard operating procedure that was supposed to be there, that if that was followed, then it would have added to the revenue of the government. ठीक है. अब आगे देखते हैं. The presumptive loss was factored to be estimated the windfall gain to the allottees first. पहले बोलते कि 10.673 lakh crores का हो सकता है. That was later toned down to 8.6 crores in the report. After the CAG submitted its final report to the Parliament, the Prime Minister Manmohan Singh read the statement that attributed the report in the alleged presumptive loss as well as rating. He also said that the observation of the CAG was disputed. ठीक है. The final CAG report didn't talk about the corruption, rather it said inefficient allocation. This is important. The phrase that has been used within the report is inefficient allocation. However, the BJP filed a complaint with the CVC, and CVC directed the CBI to probe the matter of corruption. At least a dozen of companies were named in the FIR and resulted in the criminal investigation. Criminal investigation was undertaken by CBI because CVC had directed CBI to take this investigation. ठीक है. आगे industrialists like Navin Jindal, Kumar Mangalam and others have been found their names in the FIR. इनके नाम थे. आगे क्या हुआ? ओवर द कोर्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन सुप्रीम कोर्ट कंस्टिट्यूटेड स्पेशल कोर्ट टू ट्राई द केसेस रिलेटेड टू कोल स्कैम. इतना हुआ. इसमें अब कन्विक्शन वगैरह क्या हुआ है क्या नहीं हुआ है ये थोड़ा हमें आगे देखना पड़ेगा. तो इसका जो फॉलो एक दो और आर्टिकल देखेंगे तो उसमें पता चल जाएगा. बट इतनी क्लैरिटी काफ़ी है. इस पूरे में क्या है जो अपने कीवर्ड्स है जो इम्पोर्टेंट है. एक तो पहला ये है कि आपने कॉम्पिटिटिव बिडिंग है उसको फॉलो नहीं किया. ठीक है. दूसरा है दिस इज रिलेटेड टू द प्रेजम्प्टिव लॉस. 1.86 लाख करोड़ कुड हैव कम टू द गवर्नमेंट. ठीक है. थर्ड आपका जो एलोकेशन है दैट हैज़ बिन इनएफिशिएंट. ठीक है. ये तीन जो क्लॉज से मेन वो यूज़ किया गया. करप्शन की एसेट्स सीएजी ने कहीं बात नहीं की. ठीक है. ठीक है. चलो ऐड करते हैं इस वाले को. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट पे.